up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are BBL Drizzy, you have finally reacted to Kendrick Lamar's Gang Chella, Black Chella. Let me just tell you something. You guys already saw it on Amazon. Kendrick Lamar, well, I don't know if it's up on Amazon, but he made history with what he did with his concert, the pop out. Ken and Friends on Juneteenth, which honestly, he literally made a black Coachella. First of all, there's the goofies on the internet, DJ academics, talking about, oh my God, so what? He bought some people up. Drake did more. I'm beginning to think that all DJ academics fans are overseas people that don't understand the relevance of black culture. And why is that an issue? It's an issue because hip hop, no matter how much they try to colonize it, will always remain rooted in black culture. And this is what Drake is finding out. But on top of that, Drake has finally responded. He is sending his, or UMG, they're not going down without a fight, baby. He been the best Trojan horse colonizer they have had in over a decade. They ain't letting that man go. They are literally flooding Twitter with this insane narrative that Kendrick's the bully, Drake's the one trying to help everybody. And Kendrick is a violent gang affiliated member, but then why does he need security for a video shoot? Y'all, let's get into the real ninja challenge, right? Because we really got to talk about what's going on. Drake has been exposed as a colonizer. He is everything Kendrick Lamar says he is. He's even doing things like drop and post, like Kendrick City would, of John Dillinger. John Dillinger was somebody that was considered like a Robin Hood, but basically through his success, he eventually got it taken down at the height. And it's literally what made the FBI be formed because it made law enforcement get faster, quicker. Some would even say dirtier. To which I would say, Drake, take this L. Kendrick already buried you. And at this point, you are burying yourself. I don't understand what's going on. But when you take out the stupid pettiness, the beefs, the this and that, it literally is an industry that thought they had the perfect Trojan horse in Drake. They literally had their A&R out there. They had this, they had that. They would send their people out to different areas to be like, yo, what's the next music you think is going to be hot? What's the next scene you think is going to be hot? UK drill, Chicago drill, Army, not what the people wanted, but what the record companies would look at and be like, yo, we think this sound's going to be hot. So instead of bringing in those local artists, they would bring in Drake, who they had given a big platform, and he would perform it like he was a character on Degrassi. Great at accents, great at making us dance, waving our hands, great at all that stuff. So he would literally go and perform it. And then because he had the record industry behind him, they dumped the money into the streams. They dumped the money into this. They dumped the money into their guy that they know is a paid actor that they can control. And this is the way they were colonizing. He literally was on some airbender. He was the head of the Fire Nation. And oddly enough, I think Kendrick Lamar is on, but baby, there is no war in Bossing Say. But all jokes aside, right? Y'all gotta watch Airbender. Not the live action movie, but the actual cartoons, baby. If you got like a month to binge watch something, do it. If not, just hold off because you ain't gonna get nothing done in life until you're off of that last episode. But all jokes aside, right? That's what's going on. So now they're in part two. Drake, his response was a corny Instagram post showing he got an LV chair, right? And the John Dillinger stuff. Again, he is trying to bait Kendrick into even acknowledging his existence so him and his ghostwriters can drop the track that they wish they had dropped a month ago. It's over. It's over. How can anybody respect somebody that even has ghostwriters? Yeah, you can keep making us dance and wave our hands, but at the end of the day, how are we going to respect the fact that you have ghostwriters in a rap battle? Not who has the most catchy song, not which, by the way, incidentally, it still is Kendrick. But even then, in a rap battle, how could we ever take anyone you say seriously? The fact that people are still even trying to prop him up to prominence, it makes a mockery of hip hop culture. And when I say hip hop culture, I don't just mean like Drake likes to think gangster rap, battle rap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who's the thuggiest? I mean the actual culture. I mean the essence of what hip hop is. And those that are not from the culture, they just don't get that. They just don't get that. Kendrick never said he was a thug. Kendrick never said he was about that. That's not rap. Anybody that's in Black culture, maybe you have access to that version of it, maybe not, but that is not its entirety. Even DJ Academics and his minstrel show, again, Academics is funny. He is entertaining, but look at the way he is on his knees for Drake. Academics is meant to push the minstrel show forward so he can just collect this check. Again, so what is it, right? Now they rebranded on Twitter. Now they're trying to say that nope, it's not. It's just it's a lot of it, where do I start? Well, let's start with one of the biggest Drake let's start with one of the biggest Drake's fan pages, which I do believe are paid by UMG at the end of the day. First, they tried to start in the same line that Kendrick bought all his views with bots for $2,500. He bought 300 million views with 2,500. If that's the case, what? Anyway, they said insane take, but here's some thoughts. Okay. Drake has never cosplayed as any gangster rapper. He knows what he is, and that has been key to his success. That is 100% not true. Even with mob ties, he wanted to be taken seriously. They saw that drill, gangster tough, and UMG told him, boy, get out there and dance. And he's shucking and jiving, doing the thing. That's what's going on. Drake has helped rappers come up. He uses his clout to chart, uplift emerging and established rappers. 21 Ross is an endless list. Again, you're a colonizer. You need them to make your hot. And get this, because it's actually pretty smart. If Drake just came in and changed his whole sound, it would look weird. So, how did the record companies get around that? They said, you know what? We'll have these new people on as features. And then when you imitate their accent or change their flow, it looks like you're just very versatile instead of what it is. He actually needed those people to make him legit because he would have sounded effing crazy if every new album he had a new accent, new flow, new this, because it would have looked like he was just putting on different styles of the culture, the same way the girlies on TikTok change their aesthetics every week. Anyway, they said Drake isn't a regional artist, but that's the thing. If you are from hip hop, you actually start off in the region. You have your particular sound that you identify with, and that is what drives it forward. Again, we're not talking about what can get you to chart on the charts, right? When Kendrick does it, it turns out right. You have talent, there's substance, and you chart. But you can get to number one not having any substance when you got a rich baby daddy. But even then, in order to be respected, and that's what Drake don't get, and that's what his fans don't get. Drake embodies a type of hyper capitalistic way of thinking that if you have enough money, not only can you buy your way into heaven, but you don't ever need to consider or treat anybody with dignity or as a human being. So I feel like a lot of his fans, in addition to being bots and being fake, they honestly wait for the day where they can have money that they do not have to treat their fellow person with dignity or respect. You don't got to treat these girls with respect. You don't got to do this. You can be as selfish. You can F on your friend's girl. That's conniving. Then turn around and get a tattoo on your chest like a anyway, y'all know the lyrics. What Drake even symbolizes as opposed to what Kendrick is actually not just symbolizing, but nobody's perfect. Nobody's saying he's the second coming of Christ, right? He is incredibly self-aware, but you got to think who he is, who he says he is who in hundreds of people, if you ask them, that actually know him, not people on their knees watching videos or wishing they were them, right? Or being paid to, but who he is and who he presents to the public has been reflected in countless people over and over and over. No one's perfect. But I do believe the image that Kendrick puts out is very close to who he is as an actual person. You care about the community, you care about uplifting. The sad part is, and this is the sad part about hip hop, he sees women as fully autonomous human beings worthy of respect and, dare I say, admiration. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, Drake isn't a regional artist. People seem to want Kendrick to be defined by his region, and he's leaning into that. That is what hip hop is. It feels like LA needs that. Do these fools that are going up for Drake know what the West Coast is? That's like saying it feels like New York needs that. The fact that you are not so plugged in that you really think that the only places and sources of hip hop and by proxy black culture is Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, Atlanta, Vegas. Anyway, right? Drake isn't doing that. He's allowed himself to be a global artist in a way that Kendrick has never done and probably never will be. Pulitzer Prize Kendrick that just came off of one of the most highest grossing hip hop tours. And another line that a lot of people missed was when Kendrick said, "You show me your splits." Dr- Drake makes less than Kendrick does. Drake has the volume, but there's a lot. But my whole point of the matter is LA needs that. Ninja, do you know? Well, you're not Ninja. Faking Ninja, Casper Ninja, do you know what you speak of? Drake and all this mess that's going around about Kendrick and stuff, you can tell that it is written on by PR agencies and given to the Twitter bots. This is weird. He's allowed himself to be a global artist in a way that Kendrick has never done and probably never will be. Kendrick Lamar. I love the fact that Kendrick is now a no-name artist. This is what Drake's kept. He's a no-name artist that didn't have one of the high and Pulitzer Prize, and that everybody knows him. There's a reason Kendrick can wait 5 years to pop out with another album and it goes certified because he is a household name. But even then, right? You know, just because the machine wants you does not mean that you have any more merit than someone that doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. What's weird about this beef is that people are using it to reframe rap people are using it to reframe rap entirely, but most people in the country and around the world don't want to be reframed out of what rap is. They don't want rap to be region specific, gang influence category music. Kendrick can be that, sure, but Drake is never that and never tried to be. That's why he breaks a new record every time he put out a new song. Y'all, listen, I I don't understand. Everybody that Drake helped was already big in their region, and Drake came like a colonizer and pulled it out. The fact that they are now trying to reframe Kendrick as some one-hit wonder, gang affiliated, yeah, I'm a tough guy, instead of who he has already shown us he is in a discography that goes back to 2008. Yo, Drake, go back and listen to Kid. The audience is not slow. They need to stop it. But I'll say one thing, this new reaction that Drake has, yo, his career is over. And if these bots have anything to do with it, good riddance. Because, baby, I'm glad the culture is going back. And I'm not even saying I'm a big hip hop head, but yo, whoever is running these PR and these bot accounts, you've really, 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 really gotten ahead of yourself. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.